How is it going, everyone? Welcome back to the day. It is the day because today we're going to get that thing cranking over the best we can. So I've been and done a little shopping. I've been and got some pipe. I've got some, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to somehow jerry rig that to be my new petrol tank. So it's obviously going to hang upside down, and then I'm going to try and put one of those into the bottom of this, and then obviously thread that to my engine. So there is that. I've been and got some petrol, mind the 2-stroke, because it's obviously not got 2-stroke in it, and I couldn't wait for my delivery, so I went and bought some oil. It's just normal 10W40 40 motorbike oil. I did put some previous oil in that to turn it over and get it lubed up. So I'm going to drop the oil out of that, whatever I've got left in that. I think it's only about 200ml. So I'm going to drop whatever's out of that, put a litre of that stuff in, and then start doing the most jankiest wiring you have ever seen in your whole entire life to get a motorbike cranked over and started. I'm going to temporarily put some handlebars on so I can get the throttle on, and then hopefully we can do some crazy wiring to get the fundamentals and the engine started. Obviously, because there's no lights or anything, it's the most basic wiring you've ever seen in your life, and then we'll be good. But this is the most exciting video I've done in a while because it's actually seeing if the engine does turn over and start. So let's just get started. Alright, so first we've got to make ourselves a little jerry rig fuel tank, obviously because my fuel tank's not currently fuel tanking. Okay, so for the moment of truth, lid on, over, yep, it's definitely leaking. I thought I'd had that then, thought I did it. That's a shame. Thing is, you can't really tell where it's leaking from either because I've just mangled it up so much. So with that out of the question, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the tube into this, that way, siphon it out, into carb, and then hopefully gravity will just do its thing. I'm going to keep working on something like that though, because that's the sure thing. I just don't know how to seal it up yet. There'll be a way, just don't know how. So now I'm just going to quickly chuck some handlebars on, get the throttle on, get the cable hooked up, then we can start wiring some dodgy stuff. So I'm still here, just trying to get this little tube back over the throttle cable because it's come out. Alright, so we was missing a few things. I didn't actually have to take the ball off, but you know, you live and you learn. I'm going to shoot some more brake cleaner around there, which is good. Okie dokie, so we brake clean that off. So we just need to slot this back in now. Okay, so we've got the throttle installed, and I'm getting a new throttle. I'm not happy with that throttle, but it's all installed, everything's there. Everything's moving as it should. So what we're going to get on doing now is I'm going to put the petrol somewhere and link it up to the carb, and then hopefully we can, well, I'm going to do that last actually. I'm going to get the carb done last. I'm going to put the petrol in last, and then we can do the wiring now, because obviously I need to get the wiring done before everything else goes in, so we'll get on with that now. So again, I'm literally a guy in a shed. Do not try any of this at home. Whoever watches this, ever, don't try it. Especially the wiring, because that's going to be some mad dodgy stuff. But we're going to make it work. Alright guys, so I'm just going to finish putting these in. These need to come back off and get resprayed because something's happened when I've put lacquer on. But for now, they're in. And what I've done is some absolute garbage wiring. So basically, down, we've got everything. Basically what we need to get the starter running.
No! God, please, no!
And the ignition coil doing its thing. And what I'm going to do is, before we get into firing this up, I've also put the oil on as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull the spark plug out. double check we've got spark, because I don't know if we have, so let's just double check. Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So, what's kicking off here is everything's running to a master positive, and my negatives are going to wherever they need to go, and my grounds are going back to the bike. Then once I connect this to the starter, it'll engage the starter, engage the coil to get the spark going, and it should fire. We're going to see what happens. Oh. Hear that? Right, so it's on. You said it'd never run again. It's on. Right, so I managed to get it consistent now. Just need a little bit of choke. Right, so I went ahead and put the exhaust on, because without the exhaust it was obnoxiously loud, and I don't like being loud. It's still loud as it is, but I mean, it's not as loud as it was. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to tinker with the carb and get the idle right, so I don't have to keep revving the throttle, so it just ticks over on its own. But the good thing is it turns on. And that is what we need, featuring the most jankiest wine you've ever seen in your whole entire life, but it still worked, and it worked off of a dual battery. I think the next thing on the agenda is to get a little pan made for under here, so when it comes to wiring, I can place it all in there, and then it's under the seat and hidden away, and that is what I'm going to use. It's a little bit of sheeting off of a boiler. We got the motorbike finally running. So yeah guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, don't forget to leave it a like. In the next video, it's going to be probably makeup for the motorbike. So we're going to be carrying on with the aesthetics, because I know the engine works now, and that's all I need. So until the next video guys, thank you for watching, and peace out.